Hope everybody's doing well for episode 2 of RumRise and RumSet. I did the hand thing, even though I don't think
that was really good. I really liked that a lot. I think everyone will know exactly what that means.
Maybe that just becomes like how the justice is blind, Jay, but just
lock it in.
Lock it in today, everybody. So we have an action-packed episode that we're going to do
a full agenda, fit a lot of stuff in.
Long tail that we'll release, I think, after we've released all the little short clips. But what you guys can expect today is really, and for every episode, you'll hear all of the wonderful things that Jay and I are doing to advance the cause of rum together, individually, etc. And then we're going to shift into the main topic of today of Rum 01, as we're going to call this. What is rum? Where does it come from? Why is it so diverse? We're actually going to split that up into 2 parts. And then for the third section, locked in, we are going to be talking about what Jay and I are doing together in a couple of weeks. And that is going
really
to
exciting. You should stay tuned till the end, or fast forward to the end. Either way, to hear about what it is.
The only thing I wish for YouTube is when you fast forwarded, it would do what VHS tapes used to do. Like, I really wish that you could have that just for the nostalgia.
Is there no like play 2 times or 3 times speed?
Oh, maybe. You know what? I'm not on YouTube enough. Which actually no, we love YouTube. Jay and I,
YouTube's the best. We just don't know every feature.
YouTube, and we absolutely know that you can do that. I think probably.
Maybe we'll edit that out. Maybe we'll leave it in. We'll see. So tell me, Brian, lots going on in both of our separate rum spaces. So before we jump into our combined rum space, give us the 2-minute lowdown on Rum Curious, Rum Champion, what's going on in the world there in Los Angeles, besides a hurricane. Can we pause on that for a second and say how funny it is that I'm here in Florida, not a drop of rain in sight, and you are just getting out of a hurricane.
We've got a torrential downpour for the last 36 hours, which is great. We needed it. Looking outside, I don't see any smog, so that's great. And it was interesting with everybody freaking out. We live in such a sensationalist world, Jay, with everybody going, oh my God, a class 4 hurricane. I'm thinking the Pacific Ocean is 60 degrees. And the main catalyst that helps hurricanes pick up steam is warm weather and all of that. And all that time, especially for us, as the crow flies, we're probably 8 to 10 miles inland from the ocean already. And then the other thing is it was coming up from San Diego, and from where I am now, I'm roughly, I think, maybe 150, 200 miles from San Diego. So everybody's like, but you know what was interesting, though? There was an earthquake that happened yesterday. I didn't feel it, but it was just like, hey, like, the hurricane isn't that much. And then Mother Nature's like, hold my beer. I'm going to go in the earthquake.
The real question is, did you break into your backup emergency rum supplies during the storm?
No. And you know what? That's a good notice for me, as I need to have,
you need to have the
ready. Yeah. So the MREs, it's RREs, rum ready.
We batch up in Florida, because we do this, a couple of times a year. We batch up some cocktails, and then smart. You have the thing, and you got to time it so that you drink through all your cocktails before the power goes out, and you need to start plugging in the generator to keep the fridge cold and stuff. So, maybe after a few more, you'll start to catch on. And then the snacks are important.
Snacks are key. And
you don't have to wait for the snacks. You can start the snacks really as soon as the hunkering really begins. Snacks can start.
And then if there's a way you can combine that. So the one thing I love about Tonga Hut, hey Tonga Hut, if you're watching, they do, and I'm sure this is not a Tonga Hut thing, but they'll do mini daiquiris that they call snackeries, which I love that name. It's just to the nines great. So you got your rums, you got your snacks, and then you have your snackeries that are pre-batched that you just pour in and give mini little daiquiris to everybody.
I don't hate any of those words you just said.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So that leads in. So now we can fully transition into knowing that Tonga Hut is a big part of your world. What's going on in Rum Champion land?
Yeah, so the next Rum Curious Club event is going to be Sunday, September 3rd. I don't know how to think about that. And instead of having a rum sponsor, Tonga Hut has asked me to curate a tasting experience. We're going to be tasting 8 rums, 3 of which are rums that you cannot get in the United States that I'm bringing for my personal collection for everybody to try. So we're doing that. Really, really excited about that. I think that the first ever Rum Curious Club barrel pick will be coming to California next month as well. Available only in California, so sorry everybody else, even though Rum Curious is very Southern California focused right now. Jay, I'll figure out how to send you a bottle. If I get one before coming to see you in a few weeks, wait until the end, everybody, then I'll make sure you have your own bottle of it.
I appreciate
that. And then let's see, what else? Oh, the Rum Curious Club now has a second location. So I am beyond excited to announce this on Instagram, but I'll announce it here. We have another location, Bamboo Club in Long Beach. LA is a massive area for those of you who've never been. Tonga Hut is in North Hollywood. Bamboo Club is in Long Beach, and there's roughly probably 25 miles between them. And for those of you who've never visited LA, it can take you an hour to go 5 miles at the wrong time of day. So you think about that, and for those of you who go, no, 25 miles, not that bad. People don't do it. Everybody's very segmented. So we're really excited to have this second club. That is going to be next month, where we are actually being sponsored by Plantation Rum, and we're partnering up with the Ladies Who Tiki. So really excited about that. And that's really the big pieces right now. Yeah. So that's me today. I'm going to throw it over to you because you have some exciting stuff as well.
Yeah, we have. It's like everything always hits at once. So first things first is, speaking of your first barrel pick for the Rum Curious crew there, we are it's our 21st or 22nd barrel pick with the Florida Rum Society hits tomorrow. So this is not going to be like Tuesday. What's today? So Tuesday, Monday. August 22nd, it'll hit, which this will probably be posted after then. But it'll be our 4th barrel pick with Privateer. And the really exciting thing about this one is it's a younger aged, 2.5, a little over 2.5 years. But it just has such great character. And what I love about it, the name is Ambassador Reserve. And for the first time, we were able to get 10 of our Florida Rum Society ambassadors together to help select it. So awesome. the fact that it's like a collaborative pick really makes it special. And on that note, we also collaborated with one of our fantastic rum bars here in Orlando called Otto's High Dive. So they are bringing it in for pours. We have it at 7 or 8 different of the Florida Rum Society 4th barrel stores. So available.
Awesome.
So throughout the state, it's being available in Jacksonville, a bunch of places here in Central Florida, down in Fort Lauderdale. It'll be available, and over in Tampa area, there's a store that's carrying it. So look for Privateer Ambassador Reserve. And only less than 200 bottles of that. So don't wait. And some are for pre-sale. Like the pre-sale has already sold out. So so don't wait if you want to grab one of those. What else? Oh, then Thursday, because everything happens in the same week. Thursday, we're having a rum event at Bellhop, which is in downtown Orlando. Great rum, not really rum specific bar, but a great bar that has great rums. And one of our the first 40 members, one of the first 40 members is general manager there. And so he's helping us host a Foursquare rum tasting. Brandon, the Altamar rep, is going to be in town. That has been booked to capacity since we announced it. Obviously, there's a lot of excitement around some great Foursquare rums, so we're thrilled that's happening. And back to Otto's, September 12th, we're doing our first monthly member meetup. Just a casual, come in, get some great rums and cocktails at Otto's High Dive. So that is to Tuesday, September 12th. That's happening. So so a lot of great Florida Rum Society things happening.
Awesome. Sorry, Jay, if I look disheveled. I just got the notice that my computer was about to die, and that would make this episode very interesting if it was Jay.
Oh, and then you're gone, and I'm just talking to myself, which maybe wouldn't be weird for me. Who knows?
No, you could absolutely take the mantle until I come back going, I am so sorry. I wasn't prepared. I mean,
well,
great stuff.
It would have been apropos because so if you don't listen to podcasts, everyone, Bryan does a great podcast just starting out called To the Rum. And I was a host on his podcast along with Ladies Who Tiki and a few other people who have rum clubs. And right at the end, I got kicked out of the call, and I did come back. But it would have been perfect if you'd all got kicked out of this.
Which, yeah, that'd be the only thing. And oh shoot, man! I mean, I totally forgot to mention that we had our second.
There's so much
To the Rum, and not only Jay joined us, but Constantine, one of the ambassadors from Florida Rum Society, who's also my co-host. We're talking about Florida Rum Society. So if you want to go ahead and listen to that, at To the Rum. So that leads us then, Jay, to the wonderful things that you and I are doing together. And there's certain things that we can talk about. There's certain things that we can't talk about. And then there's certain things that are in early developments that we're going to have updates on later. So where would you like to start?
Oh man, you're going to make me pick where to start? I feel like
okay. I think the place that we could start is that we, as mentioned, we did the To the Rum podcast. We have a barrel pick in the works that is coming out.
So that's a good place to start. Yeah,
yes.
we can't share all the details, but I think it's important, right? Because one of the things, and the Florida Rum Society has been working on barrel picks for really 4 years, and as I said, we're up to over 20. But I really think that there is big power in collaborative, like groups, people, because rum is such a spirit that brings people together, that having the opportunity to do a collaborative pick. So we have a pick that's going to be, half of it is going to go to California for sale there. Half of it is going to come to Florida, and it's a really special pick that celebrates something as well. So it's sort of actually three entities coming together. And I hope that we can continue to do more of those, because I think that bringing just great rums to our members or our groups, right, is important. But also, it's not exclusive to them. So being able to bring something out in the world that excites people about this spirit that excites us so much is awesome.
And I think to piggyback onto that too, Jay, so this has spurred other conversations, everybody, for Jay and I to figure out the ways that we can collaborate to find even more unique, more surprising rums, and being able to share them on a coast to coast capacity could potentially, we have to work out the details, mean more barrel picks at a higher frequency, but less availability. So acting faster and all of that. But that's at least where we're at on that regard. And then the only other big thing that comes to mind is our joint trip in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, I just talked about the collaboration. Why don't you spill the beans on the trip, my friend?
Yeah, and we're going to get into this in the third segment. So if you want to skip over that and just hear about that, feel free to. So Jay and I are meeting up in Boston, September 9th through 12th. And we are actually going to be hanging out with Andrew Cabot and Privateer Rum. So the next time we actually do RumRise RumSet, we are going to... Oh, you're going to grab it? I'm grabbing it too. Wow, man, this ring light is awful. Okay, wait, that's kind of better. I'm still getting used to this new webcam, but So that's where we're going to be, boys and girls, and it's going to be really exciting. So we'll actually be sitting down with Andrew, and we'll be diving in a much deeper capacity into why rum was the original spirit of 1776, why our colonial founders were all drinking rum, and that it was the spirit of choice long before whiskey found its ways into taverns and all of that. So more to come, but we are thrilled to be doing that.